10 money lessons I have learned in my 20s. Today, we are going to be talking about the lessons I personally have learned in my 20s, the lessons about money, lessons about life, lessons matters investment. Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Venki and this is Venki Vibes channel. For our returning subscribers, thank you. For those who are new here, welcome to our team and feel free to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, watch our videos, and please give us a feedback of our videos. Thank you and welcome. Without wasting much time, I'm gonna be going direct to the points because I don't want my video to be very long today. I just want to keep it short and precise. Yes, the first thing that I have learned about first lesson I have learned in my 20s is your background doesn't define your future financial situation. Yes, your background does not define your future financial situation. Yeah, exactly that. Most of us in life tend to think that maybe I'll do financially simply because I came from a good and wealthy background, and somebody else will be tempted to say that I will remain poor simply because I came from a poor background. But that is not how things go. The Bible tells us that times and chances are given to all. We are all given an equal chance, and that's why whenever we all go to school, we are all in uniforms, just to remind us that it doesn't matter whether you come from the poor or from the rich side, that you'll make it in life or you'll lose it in life. In life, it's a personal decision, not about your background, for you to become wealthy. You can choose to be wealthy by making the right decisions, and you can also choose to be poor by making a wrong decision. That's one of the major lessons I have learned in my 20s. The second thing I've learned in my 20s is investing in yourself is key. Every day, whenever you wake up, always purpose to make yourself better. Always purpose to do better things than you did yesterday. Purpose to do things that are better today, that will better your life tomorrow. Yeah, because in this life, you got to be better and better every day. You got to show up and always improve on yourself. Improve always. Always purpose to improve on yourself. The other thing I have learned in my 20s is that budgeting is for everyone. Yes, it doesn't matter how much you earn. You got to learn how to budget for that little you have, for that much you have. Budgeting is not restricted to few. Budgeting is not restricted to high-class earners, but it is for everyone. Yes, exactly. You just got to learn how to do it, learn how to set good financial goals, learn how to account for each and every single coin, and the life is gonna give you the best you can have, simply because you decided to budget. Yeah, and then another thing I have learned in my 20s is that investing is for everyone. Everybody can invest. It is not for the elite few. Budgeting is not for the elite few. Most of us tend to think that investment is only for the rich, is only for those the high income earners, it's only for those who come from high-end places. But no, as a person who have let me use myself as an example. I personally didn't come from a well-up family as much. Yes, there were times we used to lack. There are times we would have what we needed, but there was that struggle. But I have purposed to invest, not because I am rich, not because I belong to high class, but the little that I get, I purpose to invest. And two major things I decided in 2025 in particular is investing into in two areas. That's in my emergency fund and in my money market fund. My emergency fund is also set in an money market fund. You never know the importance and how awesome compounded interest is. The little interest you earn every day in that money market fund is what helps you build your goals, is what will motivate you at the end of the year to see how far am I with my goals, how far, what have I achieved. Does this help me or does it demotivate me? Yeah. In my 20s, I have learned, I am very intentional on budgeting for my money market fund, because I don't, yes, I wanna invest in the bonds, but at the moment I don't have the money that can get into bonds. So what do I do as a low income, as a person who has not been privileged to come from a place where there is a lot of money? What I did, the step I took at the beginning of the year is I purposed to save little by little in money market fund. Money market fund will help you gain interest that will help you be able to invest in the boards. Yes. Then the other lesson I have learned in my 20s is money management skills is not only for the elite. Some of us tend to think that it's on the elite that can learn how to manage their finances simply because they're gonna be going to school. No, but the money management skills are for everyone. You got to learn how to manage your finances. You got to learn how to do your investments. You got to learn how to do investments. Yes. Then the other thing I have learned is, if you don't set your goals clearly in this world, the world will find a purpose for you. You got to set clear goals for yourself, because if you don't set any clear goals, you'll end up not doing the right thing with your finances. Yeah. The other thing I have learned in my 20s is, don't just go to school to get that good grade. Instead, look for a skill that can help you in the near future. Look for a skill, then get to learn that skill, then learn how to monetize that skills. You don't have to be employed with a good skill. You can do that personally. You don't have to wait for that employer to come and employ you when you have skills. But if only you got those papers, they may not end up helping you. But with a skill, something you can do, maybe garment making, maybe plating of the air, maybe video editing. Yeah, these are the skills that can help you as long as you learn how to monetize them. Yes. The other thing I have learned is employers come and go. Yes, employers come and go. Today you might be employed and tomorrow you are fired. That is one thing everyone should learn, and that's why I always say focus on your career, because today you might be employed in company A and tomorrow you'll be fired, and maybe the company B will hunt for you so that they can give you an employment. No, purpose on having a career and streamline that career, and it will help you in the near future. Yes. Another thing I have learned is always have a good positive image about yourself. Yes, always have a good positive image about yourself. Positive image about yourself gives you a lot of confidence. Positive image about yourself makes you go to levels that you thought you couldn't go into. And the last and not the least is always track your expenses. Yes, track the expenses. Every coin, wherever it goes, please track it. The last thing I have learned, not literally the last, but in today's points, the last point I have learned in my 20s this year is business can be done by everyone. You just need to have that confidence. You just need to build that confidence that yes, I can, yes, I'll make it, and then yes, I can do business. Then for purpose to start, purpose to venture into that which you have always desired. Nothing hinders you except yourself in getting into business. Start little. You don't have to start big. You got to start little, and by the end of the day, you'll find yourself that you've got into business, and your business will be thriving. Yes. And the last thing I've learned in this year is always invest in good relationships. That is one thing I'll never forget. Always invest in good relationships. A good relationship, mostly financial relationships, not those relationships of going to borrow all the time, but relationship that will help you build yourself financially, that will build that confidence that yes, I can make it, yes, I will, and yes, I can. Have that good relationship. Build friends. Your circle should consist of people who build you, not people who pluck your feathers every day, not people who try pulling you down all the time. And thank you so much. Those are the lessons I personally have learned in my 20s. When we get to 30, we're gonna talk about the lessons that I can't wait to see how the lessons I love, how many lessons I have learned at 30. Let's stay tuned to this Venky Vibes channel. You're welcome here. Keep tuned. Kindly always give us your feedback, and thank you for watching. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate your likes. Thank you so much. Let's keep growing. Let's keep focusing, and let's keep getting better and better each and every day. Thank you.